What's up, Planeswalkers? Another day, another deck, and today we're playing Esper Self Bounce. This deck is everywhere. If you don't know about this deck, let me tell you. Nurturing Pixie, best uncommon in this deck. Fear of Isolation, another uncommon in this deck. This town ain't big enough. Love this card. Have been waiting for it to get big. And we're basically bouncing our own stuff like Hopeless Nightmare, Stormchaser's Talent, Tithing Blade to get around sacrifice or cards, Nowhere to Run, Spiteful Hexmage, anything you can think of to really bounce. So let's get right on into the games and see how we do with Esper Self Bounce. Whoopsie doodle. That sums up this deck perfectly, in my opinion. I feel like this deck, that's the tagline for it. So this is the perfect opponent to see what we are doing. Alright, so let's see what opponent's gonna do. Alright, looks like they might be doing the same thing. They got Leyline and Regal Bunnycorn. Okay, well, this is actually decent for us. We're gonna basically play Ring Around the Rosie. So we're going to Tithing Blade. They're going to sacrifice the Spyglass Siren, I would assume. We're going to swing in for one, because if they just end up going with putting their Leyline Axe onto the bunny, we win. Well, not win, but you know what I mean. Okay, Lava Spur Boots. Nice. Ooh, that does hurt. 7 does hurt, but we've got some ways around this. So we can Nurturing Pixie. We could. This town ain't big enough right now. But here's my thought process. We Nurturing Pixie. We can go ahead and then bring our Tithing Blade back to our hand. So let's do that. We'll get a counter on the Pixie. We have 2 defenders now. Then we can pass the turn. Hopefully they... Okay, they're going to Leyline Axe their Bunnycorn. I'm going to let them. But now what we can do is... Oh, they're even pumping it up more. Okay. So, we can... This town ain't big enough. We don't want to take the double strike damage. Oh, they're swinging with both. This is perfect. Okay. So, we block here with the Pixie, block here with this Pixie. We're going to go ahead and do this. We're going to bounce our own Pixie to our hand, and then we're going to take their axe back to their hand. No damage goes through because it won't have trample or double strike anymore. Now, we can go ahead and play our Scavenger that we just drew into Tithing Blade. They have to sacrifice their Bunnycorn. Play our Pixie again, put our Tithing Blade back into our hand, and whoopsie doodle. There we are. We're back on top. Opponent is just going to be sitting here while we ping them to death with small Pixies that will inevitably get bigger with our Scavenger. I'm honestly surprised opponent's hanging in here. What is that? Glyph. Okay, they're making that big. Can we take 6? I don't think we can. I think we just block. But we have the Tithing Blade in hand again. That's still a creature. So I think we just Tithing Blade. And then, or Tithing Blade. I call it Tithing Blade. I don't care. Opponent discards. They're going to discover 3, which is fine. They get a Bunnycorn. Nice. I think that's fine. We can go ahead and swing in for 2 each and then hold up our... This town ain't big enough. They're going to play the Leyline Axe. Cool, cool, cool. They're going to equip. In response, I'm going to go ahead and bounce. Just waste their time a bit. And then now we've got a Kaito. Do we want to ninjutsu it? I think we might want to. Yeah, we've got 2 actually, so that's funny. We'll go ahead and bounce this one to our hand. Swing in. And then +1. Or do we want to surveil? I think we surveil. Sheltered by Ghosts, nice. We could just take the Leyline Axe right now, can't we? I think we wait, though. Tasha's Soul Cauldron, not bad. Bunny Corn. They can attach the axe. But does the axe give them... So that gives them haste. They're going to attack the cave, Kaito. Well, now they just sacrifice their bunny and we are back on track, right? So, Tithing Blade, bunny, gone. We can Kaito, or we can just swing in ninjutsu. That's fine. We're cutting it a bit close. So I think we, this time we'll +1. We'll put the pixie down, take 1, bounce the blade back to hand. Unless opponent gets something crazy, I think we're good here. And land, that's going to be good game for the opponent. They're playing it out. I respect it though. Oh, no, they're not. Good game. On to the next one. Yeah, this deck is too crazy. Like, there's just so much you can do with this deck. It gets around so much. It is, honestly, in my opinion, so wild. Alrighty. I think we do keep this. We've got Optimistic Scavenger, so we can Scavenger turn 1, Scavenger again turn 2 if they don't kill it, and then into like a Hopeless Nightmare or a Spiteful Hexmage. Either one will be good, honestly. Well, let's see. Opponent's really taking their time. Alright. Scavenger. Opponent, okay. They are playing black, so they destroy it. Okay. Let's go ahead and get this down. We'll play 1, and then I think we gotta go Nightmare here. Opponent's gonna discard. Opponent's really thinking about it. I wonder if they, okay. True Claw's Heist. They're going to take one of our cards. Do they just take the Tithing Blade here? I feel like they do. Yeah. Tithing Blade gone. I think we just Spiteful just to get it, and then we can put it on our Scavenger. It doesn't really do anything to our Scavenger, right? Yeah, it's just a 1/1 base, which is fine. That's just something extra we can return to our hand if ever needed. Okay, Unstoppable Slasher. We can now bounce this, but I think we're actually going to bounce this and Nightmare. Nightmare, Nightmare, Nightmare. To our hand, make them discard. Pump up again. Pump up the jam. And this is, everybody always talks about like there's timeless decks. It's like, oh, you're just playing by yourself. Now this is, in my opinion, playing with yourself. Like everything that the opponent's done, I just erase it. And Fibblethip's enjoying it. Also, shout out to the real world timeline today. they are doing the Aether Drift spoiler event early access. Who knows, maybe someday I'll get there. I emailed what was supposed to be the Wizards email to ask about how to get it, and no response, so we'll see. Okay, opponent is gonna block. We're gonna take this down with a nowhere to run. We're gonna pump up, oh, not that, we want to kill that. I think we pump up the Hexmage, get rid of the Druid. Our Scavenger lives because we gave it -3/-3, and opponent down to 2. Setting the stop at my upkeep so I can go ahead and scry, but opponent sees writing on the wall, and we're on to the next one. Chip chocolate. Did someone say chocolate? Oh, that was so bad. I think this is gonna be a keep. This deck is insane. I feel like you can literally play out of a paper bag in this deck so many times. It's wild. So I'm gonna go ahead and Scavenger turn 1. This one's actually kind of perfect because as long as they don't kill our Scavenger, we Scavenger turn 1 into Nightmare. Turn 2, oh, Sheltered by Ghost. Okay, well, we still Tithing Blade now. We get our Scavenger back. Opponent's definitely playing a similar deck. Oh, we could actually know where to run it. Let's do that. I think Tithing Blade will come in handy, but Nowhere to Run gives us a long-lasting effect, especially since opponent's shown they're playing Sheltered by Ghosts now. So let's see. Nurturing Pixie, they're going to return the talent to hand and then play it and get another Otter. I played a Demir version of this that you guys will probably see eventually in the videos coming up. If it hasn't already been out yet. I can't even remember. I don't think it's been out yet. But, oh, yep. Let's see. Let's go Hopeless Nightmare. Make them discard, pump up the Scavenger. And I'm curious, do I want a Fear of Isolation right now, or do I want to Tithing Blade? I think Tithing Blade would be good, but I'm going to do Fear of Isolation first just to bring back our Nowhere to Run. And then we get an extra pump up here, and we'll swing in to see if they want to trade. If they trade both of their creatures here, wow. Okay, I'm all for this. I don't know why they would give that trade. They must have like another bounce spell in hand. Yep, there's another Pixie. Okay. I just don't get why they would do that. Yes, they got 2 creatures back now, but they're really banking on me not having an extra land, which, I mean, I got it. It is tapped. But I think I just know where to run now. But yeah, I know where to run. Take down the Pixie. I can then also go ahead and Hopeless Nightmare, make them discard their last card. Let's see what it was. There's a land. Swing in for 2, and I feel like we're in the driver's seat now. Did they get another land? They're looking. Oh, they're about to crack their talent, and opponent concedes. Wow, on to the wrap-up. Not much to say about this deck, y'all. It's amazing. This deck is great. There's a reason why this is probably the most played deck out there. Please, if you like the video, consider liking and subscribing. And don't forget, you are doing everything right today and you matter. Good. Bye.